So now I want to create the text for my font. So what I have to do in order to do that is click the T for text. And up here you'll see font. I'm going to click right on top of that. Because mine is a system font, I downloaded it from Font Bundles. And I'm going to look for it. It is a script font, and it's ROSS Roswell. And there it comes up. So now that is my font. Just going to move this up here. And I'm just going to type the year to remember. Whoops, click again. Because it's going on a wine glass, I don't want it too far over. Year to remember. And I'm just going to put not. Now I'm going to make another text box because I want to use a different font. So I'm just going to click on text and I'm going to type OR and I just pull this over here and I'm going to change that. So go back up here. I quite like the monkey font. So I'm going to look for that. It's under System, Monkey Mayhem. Just because it looks totally different than that. So and I'm going to do another text box because I want to put 2020 just because. So I have 3 different things going. And I quite like that font as well for 2020. And for 2020, I am just going to change the color. And I'm going to change it to blue, just so it's a little different. So for this next part, we're going to have to move all these letters together so they're touching. So how do we do that? We're going to click Ungroup. And then we're just going to move them over. The best size for wine glasses is 3 inches by 3 inches, so you can see the actual wording all around the glass. Now that I'm happy with the way it looks, I'm going to select the whole thing. And I want to make it by 3 by 3 because of the way it is on the wine glass. So I'm going to go 3. By 3. Whoops. And I'm so happy with the undo button. So let me just click undo. And undo again. And undo one more time. There we go. And I'm going to try selecting everything again. Now that it's all selected, I'm going to click on here and we're going to go 3 by 3. Now what I'm going to do is just move the 2020 out the way because I want to make this a different color vinyl. What I want to do here is I want to weld this together. So we're just going to go over to our layers tab and left click on the weld tool. And that will put it all together. Now I'm going to weld the 2020 so it all stays together. So I'm just going to highlight that and click the weld tool. And now as you can see, I can move everything around. And again, I want to have the 2020 to be the blue color. Again, you can always change the color of the text as to what color vinyl you're going to use. I'm using black vinyl for the year to remember or not, but if I wanted to use maybe white or a different color, I would just go up here and I could change the color that is closest to the color vinyl that I'm using. So for example, if I was using red, I would just click on red and you'll see that it's changed. But I am using black, so I will go back to black. And again, I'm using blue. That's why I have chosen the blue color. For using black, I click on black, but we'll go with blue. Now we're ready to make it. So I'm just going to left click right on top of make it. And you'll see that we'll have the two mats here. You have the black one here and we have the blue one, which is the 2020, and this will be how we're going to set up our vinyl. So from here, I'm going to click continue. And this is where I have to change the setting on my Cricut to vinyl. So you'll see that it's set to vinyl, no special tool, load fide blade and clamp, and load mat. For this project, you'll need a wine glass, and you will need to treat your wine glass with some alcohol or rubbing alcohol just to clean up all the fingerprints and dirt so your vinyl decal will adhere to the glass. Now it's time to weed our saying. So this is to get it going. Sometimes you'll need this dental tool and just pull it all up just to get rid of the excess. You have to be careful. Pull it nice and gently. We don't want to pull too hard. Make sure it doesn't come off because we're going to need this. If you wear glasses, this is a good time to put them on. This is the transfer tape. I just have to cut this to match these. I cut the transfer tape to the size of my paper. Now I just have to pull it off, and a great way to do that is through using your dental tool, so if you can get it started that way. And it can take some time. And there, we've got it started. Now start in the middle and then work your way out. And you should even have like your scraping tool nearby. So what I've done is filled the glass with water because when you line up your stencil, you can line it up with the line tube, so you make sure that it will go on straight. Now I'm going to peel off the decal onto my transfer tape. Now the next part is to put some snips in here, so when you go to pull it off, you don't pull off the whole vinyl when you're putting it on, and it's supposed to help with air bubbles. So there are my snips. Using my water line, I've lined up 4, and I'm going to press it in, and I'm going to work my way from the middle and work my way out. And this will take some time. At this point, you can even use your tool just to make sure it is nice and tight on. awkward to do with a cat on your lap. Now it's time to take off our transfer tape. Let's see, this is still not coming off. Just want to make sure. Okay. Now I'm going to put 2020 on the back here. So what I'm going to do is just put some snips in here just to make it easier when we go to pull it off. So we can pull it off in other directions. And I'm going to take my kitty cat and just put her over here. She doesn't want to go. Alrighty, stay here then. So we're going to line it up. And that's our wine glass.